Holy bananka donka wonkas! TPP4 is coming? It's time, PokeArt. It's time to record another big video.
I'm being held hostage. Help me.
Hey everyone, this is Mikoy, welcoming you to the first of the TPP4 podcast. I am joined by...
OKR 2004.
Alright, so TPP4's week 1 just dropped, and oh boy, I was going to plan to record my live reactions for the draft, but my audio kind of effed me over. So we didn't,
So that didn't work out?
Yeah, it didn't work out in the end, but I do have some thoughts as the host of said tour. Snooty, all that crap. We did definitely have some opinions we like to share. First off, before we get into week 1 proper, let's take a look at the draft results and how it all played out. So,
yes, the first thing you should know is that me and Euphonos got the best team. Alright,
everyone can make
week 1.
Everyone can make the argument of them being the best team. I mean, look at the goddamn names we have.
Not everyone.
God damn it, you guys draft so much. We got a freaking ton of people playing for BLT. No, DPP. I'm still on that BLT rush. DPP definitely has some really interesting lineups. First off, we got the Full Moon Frostmoths, the returning champions. Of course, being Frosty Ice Lad and Mimoric, as well as a pretty dang good selection of teams here. Team members here. We got GXC, we got Feline, Starreal, Don Vasquez. A lot of people also that we personally don't know. I haven't actually done much research, so I'm excited to see these new or well-established people do well in this big-ass tour. So... yeah, Don Vasquez, Starreal, GXE, Leo, Skooma, Rice Man, Stravenge, RSB, Felines, Rajanald, Fragments, and PJ. Absolute posters, of course, coming back for their crown. Wait,
you're reading them next? What order are we going in?
I'm going in order. Yeah, from the commencement thread order. The absolute posters.
Okay, I thought we were going in like the draft order. I guess not.
No. Absolute posters who want a piece of their crown back. We got Tony Flygon as their biggest buy. We got Lax, we got Axe God or Tranquility. We got Yoda, W Sun 1, Meta Riolu or Meta, Casual.exe, Manat, Dugza, and Irpa Chuza. Definitely an interesting team. Definitely the Absols are being challenged after 3 TPPs of having the best draft. Look at all these others. They actually do. The Absols could not be in contender for best draft, but we'll have to wait and see for the remainder of this tour.
They have Tony Flygon. I'm scared.
They do have Tony Flygon, and you should be definitely scared.
I wanted him back, but he was too expensive.
Definitely an interesting draft that happened. The Grand Order Greninjas came next with Byleth or 23GZ, Star Master making a return, TPP, the namesake of this tour, MNCMT, we got Kepper, we got Gum, we got Saba, Sage, Expulso, Smart Kid or Edgar, and Azkov.
You're welcome, Saba.
So yes, Sai and Ainscrad definitely had an interesting draft. We got the Bullet to drive Bayonets, Euphonos and PokeArt 2004, who's right here right now, definitely having an interesting draft. We got Zefable, Easy, Michael Derbest, Kate, Shiloh, Axel, Perish Song, Spoo, Oakleys, and Tectonic Destroyer. Interesting draft.
Yes, what exactly do you find interesting about it? Please elaborate. I am the manager. I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions.
And this is my video, so suck it, managers. No, definitely an interesting lineup. Definitely you got a lot of people who has established mains from past TPPs also doing well in certain other tiers. Like, you're exactly finding a niche in every single one of these whack tiers that we've chosen for TPP. So good on you for selecting a pretty damn good draft.
Alright, thank you. This, I'll say it
You'll
right now.
take it.
This was almost nothing like our draft plan.
Take it. Take the praise all you want. Next up, Anastar art. Oh, just like to mention, Numberman and Ice Master are drafting also for Absolute Posters, just for comparative reasons. Anastar Articunos, managed by Hale and TDR. We got Shadow Monster.
That's a very large team.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Shadow Monster 7, Trichotomy, FC, Leru, Amber, Poshik Moshek or Plakuzek, Gray, Atrax Madara, Piyush 25 or Piyush 21, depending on the number, Vabo, Splorsh, Sanguini, Skimmy the God, Loscono Shioto, Pote, and Trace. What an awesome lineup. That for as much as we as much as the Articunos have been, people have been. This is not my wording. I've seen from other people that the Articunos, I mean, have managers that haven't had the most exposure, but for what it's worth, they actually drafted a pretty good draft.
In my opinion, this draft is a bit too cluttered. A bit unbalanced.
You think? All right. We'll see when you guys face off the Articunos for week 1. But that's a story for another time.
We're already 2-0. What do you mean?
Just don't spoil it. Bouncing Bounce Sweets. We got Sificon and Frixel managing. We got Crying, Spitfire Arcanine or DJ Burn Illuminati, Layson, Adem, Mossy Sandwich, Not a Racist or Nate, Trade, Wumar, Latiasite, Jordy, Ninja, Yapt, and Yavitu. Very, very nice team.
We wanted Spitfire.
You want that? We got the Gotham Golbats next. We got Eggs and Ducky managing. We got TDK, Bacon Eating Assassin, Astralidia, Andy Boy, Crunchman, Clastia, Dex, Avarice, Instruct, the Dragon Master or Advata, Derpy Boy, Career Ended, Martin Vitran, Zent, Temp, and Roxy.
They have a lot of S&M players, I'll say that.
You think so? That's too many, I think. Alright.
Yes, this is another one of the arguably weaker drafts for that reason.
Unfortunate, but yeah, that's basically how it seems. And finally, we got the Ruinheim Runerigus, nice monster reference, by Joey and Airy, or Fabulu, so it's Fabulu and Airy. We got Zern, Longheap, Tyr, Reggie, Poek, Dr. PhD, BJ, Ayaka, Ars9 or the Franklin, Based What, Crucify, E-Win or Electric Win, London 13, Roldsky 32, and Bruno. Interesting draft.
Yeah, this one is scaring me a bit. This one's scary.
So if I were to make my off-the-cuff power rankings, I would put probably the Articunos at 8th. 7th would be the Golbats. 6th would be... I'd say the Greninjas. 5th would be the Bounsweets. 4th would be... 4th would be the Reneriguses. 3rd would be the Frostmots. 2 would be a toss-up. Honestly, a toss-up between Bayonets and the Absol posters. So you could make the argument for both being number 1. I think, maybe for biased reasons, I think number 2 Absols, number 1 Bayonets. All right, let's move on.
I feel that is a perfectly valid ranking.
Thank you for your clap. Thank you. That is my totally unbiased ranking.
Although the Runerigus actually do look pretty terrifying.
I do. I ranked them 4. I think I ranked them 4th. I consider them a top 4 team.
They have a rather terrifying. They have a very scary OMM core. They have Longheap. They have Dr. PhD BJ.
Yep.
You know who that is?
I think, if I recall correctly, they were pretty dang great in S&M. or just OMMs in
Oh,
general.
also their OM Grand Slam champion, by the way.
Yeah, just a minor thing that happened. Yes, they are the OMM Grand Slam champions, so be scared.
Plus, they have Fab Wooloo as well.
Yeah, good S&M core, that one. Anyway, now let's move on to week 1. And we got the matchups right here. We got the Absolute Posters versus the Full Moon Frostmoth. So, time...
Rematch.
It is the best team of TPP history versus the reigning champions. What a lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. First off, we got, also the tiers that are being played here are Tier Shift, AAA, and Stab and Mega as our OMMs. We got Bring 12, Pick 6, Multi-Gen Rands, so Gen 6, 7, and 8 random battles. We got Camo Doubles OU. We got National Dex Same 6. We got National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms, Monotype Cap, and a Mystery OU. Ooh. I think they're the best. I think they're the best from all the decisions that we've made. But that's generally host bias. But, okay. First off, we got Tier Shift AAA for the Absols versus the Frostmoths. We got Tranquility versus Don Vasquez. Both very experienced OMM players hopping to step into the direction of a new tier that isn't Stab Mons plus almost any ability. How fun. But hey, TSAA is a really good tier, so definitely go check it out. So, who do you think wins between Tranquility and Dawn?
Tranquility.
Alright. That was pretty easy. Alright, Tranquility it is. I will also pick Tranquility. I think Tranquility is a better player. Stab and Mega. We got Ice Master versus Elgino. Haven't seen Elgino play Stab and Mega all that much. Ice Master, though... I mean, what can I say? Ice Master definitely has the most experience we've got. So, Ice Master?
Yeah. The Ice Master.
Ice Muster. Bring 12...
Ice Mustard?
Yes. Ice Muster. Bring 12, pick 6, multi-gen Rand. We got Casual.exe versus Fragment. So, your Rand staff going at it. Pretty hard to call. I mean, this is Rams, I know.
I'm gonna go Casual.
You think? I'm leaning Fragments. I'm leaning Fragments slightly because, you know, I think Frags has a much more like grasp of the Rands tier. Don't get me wrong, Casual is good at Rands, but I think Fragments, out of comparing the two, I think Frags definitely has the more oomph in the tier.
Yes, but also you must remember, when you and I disagree on a predict, usually I'm the one to get it right.
Go Fragments! Take the win! Camo doubles OU. We got Yoda versus Mimoric. A highlight match and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, we are expecting great things out of Yoda versus Mimoric. A really hard matchup to predict. Who do you think?
I've never seen Yoda play.
So
I have no idea how good he is. I assume he's great.
Yes, I also assume he's great, but I've never... I wanted to check replays of him, and I've heard from a lot of people that he's really good, so he could actually stand up to Mimoric quite a bit. So I'm gonna still go Mimoric, because I think Mimoric is generally... I think Mimoric is going to continue his great streak that he had from TPP3. Especially now that he's managing.
Let's see. I think Mimoric 2, he has more badges.
Great argument. More badges equals more wins. Go, Mimoric.
Nah, but generally I just feel better predicting Mimoric because I've never seen Yoda play. I can only assume.
Good things. Alright, next up, we got Same Six, a pretty interesting Same Six here. We got Tony Flygon versus GXE. This ought to be fun. This ought to be a really fun matchup. This is
yes, it's also a rematch.
Yes, this is a rematch from last year's TPP, which Tony Flygon won, and I think Tony Flygon will win again. I think.
What does Tony Flygon not win in?
Nothing, I guess, because he's just so damn good at building and playing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he legit have the best record overall last year?
He won Player of the Year in last year's TPP Awards. That should tell you everything.
Yeah, we got him for 17K, and the man went 8-1 in Game 6.
Yeah, so yeah, Tony Flygon to win here. Sorry, JXE. Next up, we got Natdex Ubers minus attainable forms. We got W Sun 1 versus Skooma. I've heard Skooma has dabbled in the Ubers, has dabbled around Natdex and Ubers quite a bit. But
I believe they're an AG player.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense. But I think W Sun 1 is like, I mean, we've seen.
Why is the reaction score negative 9,000?
I have no idea. Maybe it's because W. Wait, is for Skooma? Bruh. Better fix that while you can. Yeah, I think W Sun 1 should have this. I think genuinely, from experience, from what we've seen from last year, I think W Sun looked very impressive, and so I think this streak will continue again.
Yeah, I agree. I've never seen Skooma play, so I wouldn't really know, but
yeah,
I have confidence in W Sun 1.
If Skooma turns out to really impress us, then I will concede. Next up, a pretty highlight match, a lot of people call Meta Riolu versus Felines in Monotype Cap. This ought to be fun, I think. I mean, Meta Riolu we've seen play really well. Felines we have never seen.
Yeah, Meta Riolu is like a really damn good mono player, actually.
Yeah, got him, and Absol's got him for a really damn good price as well. Felines, I've heard a lot of people hype him up. Yeah, so Felines also the person who originated and invented the whole of Monotype Cap. Why we got the tier in the first place is because of Felines.
Oh my god.
Oh my, yeah, this ought to be pretty fun. I'm gonna go, I think Meta Riolu's got this, though. I think Meta Riolu has definitely upped his game over the past, has definitely made an improvement over the past couple of weeks. And I've seen them play recently, and they're really good. They're back to form, I'd say. So, yeah.
And what of Felines?
Felines,
really
I want to
good?
check. I want to check. I've heard people say they're good. So, that's all you need to know. Felines, Felines impress.
Felines, though, then, because I mean,
he invented the tier. I'm still gonna go Meta Riolu because great player. And finally, well, not finally for this matchup at least, we got the mystery OU tier. We got Lax versus Leo. Also, the mystery OU tier will be, I believe I said Gen 6 minus Mega, Gen 7 minus Z moves, and Gen 8 plus Dynamax. Yay!
Oh god.
Yay! The Gimmicks Wars! Oh, fun! So yeah, Lax versus Leo.
Did you do this?
It's all in the head. Okay, alright. It's all in the head. It's all in the head.
And you're not even from Ruinheim.
I know, I'm not from Ruinheim. And yet it's all in the head. It's all in my crazy imagination. It's Lax versus Leo, two players who I actually never seen play before. So, but Lax has
me neither.
Lax has 2 trophies though, and Leo, he's got a lot of badges. So 50-50. I guess
Yeah.
I'm leaning Lax because the trophies. What a great
Yeah,
way to
that's
judge
a
people.
decent argument, I guess.
That's the best judgment we can say. Lax to win over Leo because trophies. All right.
Nice profile pic. It's a Vapa.
It is a Vapa. Very, very nice yes, very nice profile pic, very cultured. All right. Next up, we got the Bouncing Bounce Sweets versus the Ruinheim Runerigus. This is definitely a fun matchup. First up, we got TSAAA. We got Mossy Sandwich versus Long Heap. Two very good OMM players. Very good OMM players.
I'd say only one very good OMM player.
Really? So I think I know who you're picking, though.
I heard Mossy got carried in like several OMM tours.
I mean, he did beat Euphanos in that Camo Mono game in OMPL back then.
That's Camo Mono. This is TSAAA.
This is completely different. Completely different. I'm gonna go Long Heap. I think Long Heap is
I am also going to go Long Heap.
very good player, Long Heap. Don't sleep on Long Heap. Very good player. Next up, Stab and Mega. We got Womar versus Fabwolu. Womar really...
I'm pretty sure this is a rematch.
I also think this is a rematch, and I think Womar won? I'm not sure. I have to recheck that. But Womar definitely impressed definitely impressed last year, so I think I'm gonna go with Womar again.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I think I'll go the same.
As much as Joey has significantly improved over TPP3, I think Womar is the better player of the two, so...
I'm so sorry, Joey.
I'm sorry, Joey.
You have a base profile pic, by the way.
I love me some Ranpo Edagawa as well, Joey. Alright. Bring 12, pick 6, multi-gen Rans. We got Trade versus London 13. Two Tours Boomers battling it out in Ran.
You say two Tours Boomers, but there's actually a 4-year difference for Smogan.
Boomers. Boomers and a half. Both Trade and London are. This one ought to be close, but I think because it's Rans, I think I'm gonna go Trade on this one because I've seen them play better.
I'm also going to go Trade.
They play better,
but
generally.
I mean, it isn't necessarily surprising if London wins either because I mean it's Rans.
Yeah, it is Rans, so anything can happen. So next up, Camo Doubles. We got Roldski versus Frixel. I don't know how good Roldski's doubles is because I know them as
He's decent.
He's decent. Okay. You've played them? Have you played them in doubles tours?
Maybe.
Okay. I've only generally known them for LC, but if they're if their doubles if you say their doubles game is good, then sure. All right, but they're going up against Frixel. I hate to say it, Frixel.
Yeah, I know you hate to say it.
Do you hate to say it?
A little bit.
Frixel to win, sure. Give the man his just due. Even though I think Roldski may pull off the win. I won't be surprised. Next, we got...
So yeah, I predict Frixel too.
Yeah. Same 6. We got Caracosta, Escavalier, Executor, the 2 Lake Guardians, and Wishy-Washy. We got Siphicon and Ars.
Why is there Wishy-Washy in at least 2 of these?
Why is the Executor also in 2 of these? I have no idea why the randomizer pulled both of them, but for 2 different things.
That's interesting.
Siphicon versus Ars9. Definitely, well, for us, it's a highlight match, but for the community, for the TPP as a whole, I wonder how good Ars9's. I wonder how good Ars9's same 6 is. I know Siffy can play it well, but I think Ars9 definitely has.
Do you not recall Ars9's same 6 when he played it last year?
Did he play in same 6?
Yes, he did.
Did he do well in same 6? I think he did.
I remember him losing to Tony. Or wait, or was he the one person who beat Tony?
I have no idea, but for Ars9, I think it genuinely is the better player, so Ars9.
Yeah, he is. Also, he might have been the one person who beat Tony.
Okay.
I'm not totally sure on that.
Natdex Ubers minus obtainable forms. We got Lottie outside versus Reggie. Fun matchup this one. Reach. Both Ubers mains. I'm thinking Reggie.
I agree with that.
Because I think Reggie is good at... I know Lottie is good, but Reggie is ultimately better. Good pickup.
Yeah.
Good pickup as well. Monotype Cap, we got Layson versus Tyr. I have not seen Tyr played at all, but judging from the chat from the draft, I've heard he's a good player. Definitely has pulled off quite the credibility for himself.
Wait, who? Lassen?
No, Tyr.
Oh, Tyr.
Layson, we of course we knew, good player this one. I don't know. I don't know if they're known for mono though. I think I've only seen them in like the high tiers, like Ubers, Net,
Yeah,
AG.
okay, but I'm looking at one of their badges and it says is a cap contributor.
So okay, Layson. All right, go for Layson. Let's go, Layson. I mean,
I'm somewhat leaning here though.
Okay.
Like if you literally have tier as a username, like.
That's gotta count for something, right?
I think that automatically says something. You've been around for a while. You probably are a good player.
You are.
I've never seen him play though. Plus, there was some hype around this guy.
Yes. Yeah, there was, and yeah, Tyr, good Tyr. Mystery OU. We got Crying versus Ewin. Ooh boy.
Oh, that's good.
That is a good matchup, and I'm really excited to see I Know Life versus Electric win. Both really good. I mean, what else can you say? I think I want to lean Crying, to be honest. Who are you picking? Who are you picking?
Thank you. It's really hard. I want to say Ewin, but I wonder if he's rusty.
I also think, I don't know if he's rusty as well, but, you know, you never know. Maybe he's actually been playing better than he previously did back in BLT. So yeah, I think TPP should be a good, like, proving ground for him, and I think I think the TLT winner wins here.
Alright.
Next matchup, we have the Anastar Articunos versus the Belletta Drive Bayonets, and I know PokeArt's really happy about this because, I mean, getting matched up against the Articunos. What? Describe in one word how you feel about your matchup.
How I feel about what?
Your matchup against the Articunos.
Excited.
Okay. TSAAA, we got Poshik Moshik versus Euphanos. I know Euphanos is much more known for monotype and Kama monotype, but he's a damn good builder. Really damn good builder. And Poshik Moshik definitely can hold his own in OMMs. But I think, despite all that experience, I think Euphanos should win for being the better player.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Why, thank you.
Next up, Stab and Mega. We got Amber versus Axel. This already happened, and yeah, Axel won, and I'm genuinely impressed. And you said that this guy was a very seasoned player in M&M.
Apparently, yes. He's on the council.
All right, so Axel, good on you for winning. Next up, Piyush versus Michael Derbest. This also happened. And this was actually the first game that was played. I watched this at the office. So, yes. Michael Derbest won.
Yes, to everyone's surprise, I'm sure.
Oh, Michael Derbest beat Piyush? What the heck? Alright. Next up, Camo Doubles. We got Shadow Monster versus Zefable. This is a really good matchup. Both players are very good at doubles. And especially,
Yes, Z Fable literally does it professionally sometimes.
yes, he's a VG. We've seen them on the big stage, and now we're going to see him.
Yes, I have seen this guy on stream, and it personally
Yes,
makes me excited to actually have him on my team.
me too.
Or her, my
Her.
bad.
Shadow's also a very seasoned, of course, been around since the start, a very good doubles player. I think Zfable wins. I mean, come on. Z Z is too professional for his own good, for her own good. Sorry. For doubles, yeah. So yeah, Zfable.
I agree. I believe my doubles wrath shall take this.
Mm-hmm. Same six. Very interesting same six here. We got Leru versus Shiloh. All right. I think this is a rematch from last year. I'm not sure, but I'll have to recheck.
Probably.
But Shiloh has been the more impressive of the two, so I think I'm going to go Shiloh.
It could go either way. When Leru's not busy getting extremely unlucky like they did last year, well,
He can do real well.
yeah.
He can actually build some really good teams too. So I'm quite excited on how Leru's gonna do. But I think Shiloh better player. I think you and the
Shiloh's
Absols.
cooking up heat.
Wait, actually, I think you and Absols actually switched same six players. They got Tony. You got Shiloh.
Oh,
Haha.
I see.
All right, next up, Natex Ubers minus obtainable forms. We got Kate versus FC, another rematch from last year.
Oh, bound to be, yes.
As much as I want to go Kate, I'm gonna pick my boy. I'm gonna go with the man they call the FC, the GOAT himself. So,
That makes sense, but I'm afraid you're going to be wrong when it actually happens.
what? Oh, I'm excited about what Kate's gonna bring. I want to see it. Next up, Monotype Cap. We got Trichotomy versus Parashong, and poor Parashong. Yeah, Trichotomy.
Song indeed.
Trichotomy
As
is
soon as I
known.
As soon as I told Parish Song before the week went up, your first opponent is highly likely to be Trichotomy, he said, "Oh, for fudge's sake."
Trichotomy is well known to be one of the best mono players ever, so that's all you need to know. Trichotomy wins.
Yeah. Gulp.
Finally, Mystery OU, we got Gray versus Easy. Good matchup, this one.
This is a rematch. This is like
this is a
like
rematch.
no, this ain't even a rematch. This is probably more like a three match.
Three match. Yeah, this could go to 3 games.
I'm pretty sure they faced like twice last year.
Oh.
At least.
Is it 1-1?
It might
or
have
is
even been 3 times.
Or did Easy win all of them? I know Easy had a really good record last year.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he went, actually, I can check. I kept record.
Good.
He went 7-1.
God damn. I think Easy... I mean, I know Gray is good. I know Gray is good in OU, but it's Easy, folks. Easy wins. Oof.
Nothing.
Alright, no, don't... Alright, finally, we got the Grand Order Greninjas versus the Gotham Golbats. This should be a really fun matchup as well. Both teams are actually looking quite unpredictable, so I'm excited to see how the tour's gonna go. First off, we got TSAA, we got Byleth versus the Dragon Master. 23 GZ versus Advita.
We have Byleth versus S&M Player 1.
And I do believe 23 GZ takes this because, man, the good player last year definitely earned his keep this year. Byleth to win.
Yep, I agree fully.
Next up, we got Stab and Mega. We got Sage versus Derpy Boy.
Yeah, Sage versus S&M Player 2.
Oh boy. I mean, Derpy Boy did quite well, right?
I'm pretty sure he did decent.
But Sage, I've heard good things about Sage, so I think let's go for Sage.
Yes, basically the goal here is to just predict against the Golbats, I guess.
I mean, we'll see for the other matches. Next up, we got Expulso versus Crunchman. This already happened, and Crunchman took
Crunchman won, yes.
Crunchman took the surprising W, but not really when you consider the first game. He was too damn lucky.
Yes, he was quite lucky in that first game.
We'll elaborate more next week, but my God, this happened earlier today, so we're still fresh off that game. Next up, Camo doubles. We got Kepper versus Martin V. Tran. Kepper's good, Martin V. Tran's good. So who do you pick here?
It's hard to say because I don't know how either of them fare in doubles.
Yeah.
I know Kipper was like a camo mono guy, so like he has the camo. I do not know how good Martin V. Tran is in either. I just know he's generally a good player.
Yes.
Kind of goes unnoticed a lot of the time, I think.
And undeservedly so. I think Martin V. Tran is definitely one of the more promising players of 2022. So this one's gonna be hard, but I think I'm gonna go Martin only slightly because I don't know Kepper's game. He could be good.
I'm going to lean Kepper actually.
All right. All right, we'll
Because
see.
I know he's a camo player, and I think he has some doubles experience.
All right, that should be good to know. Same six. We got Beware, Kafagrigas, Moltres Gallery, Rapidash, Scolipede, Tapu Bulu. We got TPP versus TDK. The battle of the three-letter people.
Yes, you both start with T.
TPP.
Both of these guys are kind of ancient, not gonna lie.
They are
and
pretty
both
ancient.
Both of them have trophies.
TPP. Go for the namesake. Go for TPP. This whole...
I'm just gonna look at what these trophies are, okay?
Okay, fine. What are these trophies? Enlighten us.
Okay, for TPP it says, is a past SPL champion, and...
I've heard of that.
Is a past World Cup champion.
I've heard of that. I've heard TPP, Team World Cup winners. And then TDK...
Also, OM Forum leader. Now let's see what TDK has for his trophy.
He's got one trophy.
Mikoi?
What?
It says, is a 4-time past World Cup champion.
We got the experienced boy, TDK. Oh my goodness, this is about to be a fun game after all. Close.
I've never seen a trophy represent more than just one thing.
Four-time champs, boy. So this is actually quite close. I'm very excited. I'm still gonna go TPP.
Okay, fine. I'm just a little flabbergasted.
I'm also quite flabbergasted that he's a 4-time World Cup champ. Alright. Next up, Natex Ubers. Star versus Bacon Eating Assassin. I'm kind of surprised.
Ooh, this should be a really hype match.
Yes, this is probably my underrated highlight match of the week. The dark horse, the sleeper pick for highlight match of the week. Because both players, too damn good. I know Star has the cred. Bacon Eating Assassin also has the cred for being great Ubers and AG player. So
yeah,
this is fun.
Really good AG player,
so
to my
this
knowledge.
is fun. I want to go. You know what? I'm going to predict the upset. Well, maybe upset to some people. I'm going to go Bacon. I'm going to go BEA on this one.
Really? I was going Bacon too.
Really? All right. So it's not an upset. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. To some people.
I think it's better off when you predict for someone who, well, plays it real well.
Yeah.
And well, Bacon's very experienced in AG.
Yep. So next up, we got Monotype Cap. We got Askov versus Roxy. Don't know much about Askov, to be honest, but they do have a trophy.
I do not know. Yeah, they have a trophy. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's SPL.
SPL champion versus Roxy, who is an absolute goat, mono goat. Let's pick Roxy.
I'm picking Askov.
All right. And then finally, Mystery OU, we got MNCMT versus Xeno 420. I've heard good things about MNCMT. I think from
Yes, I
you.
can confirm they are quite good.
Alright, enlighten us on how good an MNCMT is.
I can't really say much apart from the fact they're good.
Fine, okay. Well, that was a great explanation then. Meanwhile, Zen, we've already seen them from BLT, so this should be close. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the tried and true OU main though. I'm thinking Zen.
I don't really know. I don't know how good MNCMT is actually.
So
I know they are good. I do not know how good in comparison they are to Zen, though.
So this is absolutely gonna be a close one. But yeah. That's my pick, Zen to win. And that will be the
I'm
end.
slightly leaning MNCT.
Alright.
I don't know, gut feeling there.
Alright,
Could be
alright.
wrong.
Instinct, I guess. So that brings us to the end of the Tours Plaza Premiere for Week 1 predictions. Tune in next week while we cover the Week 1 recap and the Week 2 predictions. Oh boy, from BLT transitioning to this, I'm gonna have a fun time.
Like immediately after.
I'm gonna have a fun time recording these videos. Yay. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos when they come out. And I'll see you next week. This has been Mikoy, signing out.
Goodbye.